Alvar's right. The thieves have made their way into the upper district. They even stole from the guards.
I notice a distinct lack of prisoners here.
That is, we have been unable to apprehend the thieves so far.
Disappointing.
What do we do now? What are your orders?
Isn't this your job? Then do it. Don't come back until you have results.
Yes, sir.
About my promotion to Paladin. What exactly do you want me to do?
Well, first of all, you need to understand how the claws work. They're organized into cells, and each cell works independently. Really quite clever when you think about it. Most of them don't even know the others exist. Those are Hector's rules. Of course, I could never work that way, not knowing who was working for me. But, as it happens, Hector doesn't follow his own rule. He keeps a diary that I'm sure contains all sorts of interesting secrets, like the name and location of every member of his little gang. I want that book. It's the only way I can be absolutely certain that no claw will ever get in the way again. We have a deal?
Where do I find the book?
Well, you'll have to figure that part out yourself. He probably has it safely locked away somewhere. Stealing the key's one way to go, but picking the lock might be easier. That's up to you.
They stole from me, but they stole from your guards too.
You think that's a good enough reason for me to waste manpower guarding your door?
The warehouse needs protection.
Aren't you there?
Of course.
In that case, I'm making you responsible. You'll personally pay for every item that disappears. If not, I'll give the job to someone else.
You can't. I'll complain to Goliath.
Goliath? How do you plan to get past those purple creatures? Besides, for all I know, it's you that's behind all these disappearing items.
Me? I would never.
I'm not sure I trust you.
No, I'll pay. I'll do what you need me to.
Good. Now get out of here.
One of your people mounted an attack on the Alps.
Wow, Viper actually pulled it off.
You knew about it?
No, but Baxter warned me he planned something. Something big. I was supposed to keep an eye on him, but he disappeared.
And he's gonna stay disappeared. He's dead.
I actually knew that already. When a guy like him dies, word gets around pretty quick. Not that I care. I couldn't fucking stand the guy. But it goes against my principles. Everyone, even Viper, deserves a chance to say their piece. Why'd you end him?
It was self-defense.
You must have really backed him into a corner. He wasn't an impulsive guy. Besides, it might surprise you to hear that I actually understood where he was coming from.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this one.
So I know you heard about how Baxter had to make a run for it when Logan rebelled against him and took command of the fort. But instead of running, he gathered a new group of followers. Murderers, rapists, the real scum of the earth. Folks no one else would touch with a 10-foot pole. Some of those scum became part of his inner circle. Viper was one of them. After a while, things happened. The power balance shifted. Logan lost the fort, the Albs lost their power, and the clerics, well, they lost everything. Baxter thought, why stay underground? Why not try and climb my way to the top of the ranks? All Baxter had to do was seize the opportunity, and that's what he did.
So why'd Baxter dump Viper?
Simple. You want to gain power, you gotta win people over. That'll never happen with a Reaver calling the shots. Never trust a murderer with your life. Baxter knew that. That's why he put me in charge of the crater. Most people accepted that, but not Viper. He must have thought the attack would impress Baxter. But Baxter would have killed him. The situation with the Berserkers was already getting out of control. Looks like you beat Baxter to it, though. Just so you know, Viper wasn't alone. He had allies. I threw most of them out of the crater as a precaution. But they could be gunning for you now. Just watch your ass out there.
I will. Thanks.
Off.
Got the book. Got to hurry back to Rat. About my promotion to Paladin.
Were you able to... what word should we use? Liberate Hector's book?
Yes, here's the book.
Ah, you always bring me such beautiful gifts. I'm impressed. I was half expecting you to betray me. Never been happier to be wrong. I must have misjudged you. With this book, I can make sure no one ever tries to steal this rat's cheese again. This rat's cheese. I have to remember that one. To tell you the truth, I was gonna take back the seed money I gave you earlier. Say it was just a loan. But a loyal friend is worth so much more than a few lousy shards. There's only one thing that's truly worthy of the gift you have given me today. The rank of Paladin. Whenever you're ready, we're here for you. Your promotion awaits.
I'd like to be promoted to Paladin.
You sure that's what you want? Paladins are expected to show a great deal of initiative. No one's there to tell you what to do. You sure you can handle that responsibility?
Yes.
I knew you had that kind of leadership in you. You know the drill. Go see our armorer and pick up your new armor.
What? Even now, I still have to buy my armor myself?
Now, don't be that way. It's a privilege that you're allowed to get Paladin armor at all. Not everyone is. All right, I have things to do, so let's wind this up. Congratulations on your new rank, blah, blah, blah. Have fun with it.
What? No ceremony?
Come on, really? You know I can never remember the damn things, and the oath for a paladin is so long. It's not like I give these out every day. Let's just spare ourselves the bother. What do you say?
If you prefer. Thanks.
I thought you were gonna insist on a ceremony there for a second. Glad I was wrong.
What are my duties as a paladin?
Well, that's up to you. Nobody's gonna give you orders or tasks. You're in charge. You've worked hard for this. Enjoy the freedom. We do, of course, expect you to take your place in our ranks and always have the best interests of the Berserkers in mind. Thorhild and Scrappy are excellent examples of what a paladin does. Scrappy makes sure we have enough iron, Thorhild looks after the seedlings. It's up to you to decide how best to strengthen our community. You could even travel around Magalan and act as a sort of missionary, spreading Berserker values. The most important thing is that you do no harm to your Berserker brothers and sisters. Now, off you go. See how that new armor feels on you. I'm sure we'll see one another again.
Not bad.